Oh, hello. You're just in time. I am right. You can hold one, Nils. There we go. There are 2 birthdays to celebrate today at least. Hi, welcome to the kitchen with Nils Elders.
Playing with fire.
Playing with fire. Nothing I like more than a balloon or a candle. This one's not going to do it. Hang on. This, I can have 2. That's 2,
Yeah.
and that's 1. And this is not children's. My career in children's television was over a long time ago.
Sesame Street.
Sesame Street. Welcome to the kitchen concert. Are you with us? Because we're celebrating a very special girl's birthday today. It's not often that you're 21.
No, it's not often.
I was 21 not that long ago myself.
Me as well.
So we've got a few people joining us who are, I'm suspecting, a little more than 21. Gordon and Sheila Murray, hello. And Kathy McLean in Aberdeen. Welcome to you, Kathy. And Nina McNeil is watching. Hi, Nina. Great to have you with us. I am hoping that Sue Reed, yes, you're watching. That's lovely. And Neil Strachan, hello, Fiona and Niels. Hello, Betty Hunter, watching with us. Betty is. And Emerine Harwood, welcome. Christine McPhail, Ina Stewart. You know I like to go through this at the beginning of all the programmes. Catherine Bell, hi from Fife. Agnes Fraser and Sue Reed in Stonehaven. I was in Stonehaven only this morning, Sue, at the butcher's. Paige Graham from Nova Scotia. Hello, Paige. Kathy Ross and Kevin is watching, and Leanna Phillips and Liz Calder. Maureen Duthie is watching. We've got loads of people tuning in. Marjorie Cool. I'm holding up these 2 and 1. I'm hoping my niece Santa Sophia Gabrielle is watching.
Lost one.
Oh, we will. Oh, hang on. Keep going. Keep going. And Brian Green, good evening. Good evening, Brian. And Gordon Calder, it's lovely to have you with us as always. And Peter in Pitlochry, and Eunice Watt, and Anne Margaret, who my great school chum. Hi, Fiona. Hi, Anne Margaret. A long time ago since Westbourne days, and we were 21 or less. Eleanor and Wilma and Marjorie Cool. Now, before we run out.
You can't say any words with P.
I cannot say
No,
any
P's
words
and
with P.
B's.
I first of all, our first birthday wish is to my beautiful niece Santa Sophia Gabrielle Walker, who's 21. She's in France, and we're going to sing a few songs for you, Santa, and my sister Kirstine. And first of all, happy birthday.
Of course.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Santa. 21 today, Santa Sophia Gabrielle Walker. Happy birthday to you. Hip hip. Hooray. Hip hip.
Happy
Hooray.
birthday.
Hip hip. Hooray. Oh.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. I also want to say happy birthday to Jamie Sutherland. It's his birthday today. He's not saying how old he is, but we'll have a chat with Jamie later on, because I'm sure you'll tell us, Jamie.
22.
He's king of the cakes. And hello to many other people. Fiona Campbell, lovely to have you with us. So we'll start off with a wonderful song that was written by a friend of ours who is called Marcus Hammond. He's based in Nashville. He's a wonderful singer-songwriter, but also writes plays and musicals and wonderful, wonderful pieces. He wrote a fantastic hit for the Dixie Chicks.
Dixie Chicks, yeah.
Yeah. What was that one called? That one was called...
God Bless the Broken Road.
God Bless the Broken Road.
Yeah.
But when I was making the album Time to Fly, I needed another song. And this particular song is called Tomorrow's Child. And I think for all of us who are parents or grandparents, looking at the young ones coming up and taking flight is something that is quite magical. And of course, 21 being a rite of passage, Santa, this song kind of fits.
It does.
Yeah.
Let's fix that.
Put the candles down. Days pass like a moving river, always faster than you think, and just below the misty surface, if you try and stop time, you will sink. And though I only have you for a little while, I run my fingers through your hair and you smile. I may not be there when you get to where you're going. I plant the seed, but I may not see the tree I'm growing. Still, as long as there's a blue yonder and the yonders forever wild, I will always have faith in tomorrow's child. We all began as sons and daughters. We all become lovers or friends. Some of us are blessed to be mothers and fathers, but we all become children in the end. And though I only have you for a little while, I run my fingers through your hair and you smile. I may not be there when you get to where you're going. I plant the seed, but I may not see the tree I'm growing. Still, as long as there's a blue yonder and the yonders forever wild, I will always have faith in tomorrow's child. Don't you ever feel alone? We're always coming home. Still, as long as there's a blue yonder and the yonders forever wild, I will always have faith in tomorrow's child. In tomorrow's child. In tomorrow's child. In tomorrow's child. Yeah. The golfer is outside, so there is no applause, but you never know. When he comes back in, he might feel like...
The dogs are listening.
The dogs are, yeah. Bridget is in her little snuggy buggy. That is our opening song tonight, and if you didn't join us right at the beginning, it is my beautiful niece Santa Walker's 21st birthday today. So I wish I was with you in France, but I'd also like to say hello to a few other people in France. Anthony Chipperfield. Anthony, thank you for taking the cake this morning and the bunch of flowers to Santa from us, and really appreciate it. And I know she has a big candle that her mum Kirstine found, which is kind of like the Eiffel Tower in the middle of the cake. It's splendid chocolate cake. I hope you're saving some for me. So happy birthday. Lots of people joining us now, which is lovely. Kathleen Geddes, hello. And Catherine Nicholson, great to have you with us. And Gordon Calder, it's lovely always, Gordon, to have you with us. Last week, of course, it was Happy Bedlam in this kitchen. We had Sterling, my little grandson, Vivian. Genevieve wasn't in the mood for singing.
Nope.
But you know the...
I know the drill.
You know the drill. Because sometimes kids don't always feel like joining in. Sometimes adults don't feel like... A lot of people wrote in and said how much they enjoyed the kids, and they were so good. Yeah. And no rehearsal, because you can't really rehearse with kids.
You shouldn't really work with them either.
No. Animals, children, not a good idea. But it does make you reminisce somehow, and it does make you realise why you have children when you're quite young, because after a week we were kind of... They only left on Saturday, and the golfer and I sat kind of staring into space, thinking, what just hit us? Now let me just see, let me gather my thoughts here. Yes, I wanted to say happy birthday to Jamie Sutherland, and also a bit of an apology, Jamie. I know I promised to learn a brand new song, which I have printed off and I've got here. Isle of Arran. And I know you went to Arran every year for your holidays, Jamie. And we, as a family, actually went for many years to Blackwaterfoot. Fantastic island for holidays for kids. And there was we stayed in a great family hotel, and there was a little 9-hole golf course right there. And the ferry was fun. You kind of knew everyone on the ferry and everything.
It was big. Because you were small.
I know. It was just fantastic. Jamie, I haven't had time with everything that's been going on in the last 2 weeks to learn your beautiful song, Isle of Arran. I promise. We had a quick look at it, and to do it justice, I'd never heard it before, and the fantastic thing that I discovered is that the words and music are by Angus Kennedy. Don't know if he's any relation or not, but I'm going to find out. And the Gaelic version of it was by Finlay J. MacDonald. And Finlay J. is much loved in the Gaelic world. Wonderful, wonderful man. And he translated the Isle of Arran into Gaelic. So I am keen to learn this properly, Jamie. So happy birthday. I will learn it, and we'll do it.
We will learn it.
We will do it the next time. Yeah. It's just been a little bit hectic. Now, another request, I wanted to say happy anniversary to Elena and Stuart Mackenzie. And they are in the Ukraine. I think they're in Kiev. They were celebrating over the weekend 22 years. Ooh, and Stuart, they tune in a lot, I know. And Stuart... his mother, Angela, was married to Jimmy Logan, famous Scottish comedian, godfather to all of the Kennedy girls. And his mother, Angela, was very much loved. And we just send you a lot of love on your 22nd. The golfers arrived. How many years have we been married now?
A lot.
He's It's a lot. It's a lot. You're going to have to come down. You can sit in my chair. Is there a clue today? Hang on. We're getting you a high chair because last week the golfer was having difficulty sitting in the chair.
Today's?
And actually, you better tell the answer to last week's clue. Remember we did...
Oh yes, it was who was Ahab's wife?
No.
Ahab's wife?
Ahab's wife.
Any idea?
Jezebel.
Oh, Jezebel.
The one today is, there was a famous character in a book called Trilby by George du Maurier. Who was the famous character? He was a Gothic type person. I'll give you a clue. He was also a Polish count.
Right. Okay. So...
Who's the author?
George du Maurier. Who was the grandfather of...
Daphne.
Daphne, who wrote... Oh, Nils. You know the music and everything. Rebecca. Anyway, this was a very famous character, and the word's still used today. And he was a Polish count. Okay.
Now the thing is, you better get it right, on many counts. The fact is that you got it wrong the other. He got it wrong the other week, and
There was a slight hiccup.
there was a slight hiccup. But the golfer did apologise, which is
It's quite something.
it's progress.
Was that filmed?
It was filmed.
Oh, it was filmed.
He apologised to you and Neil
Oh, great.
because it was Erebus and Cerebus.
Oh, I didn't get that right anyway.
And so there are many bewildered people out there wondering what the heck is going on. Neil Strachan, hello, you're watching. And Kathleen Burnett, it's lovely to have you. You know, last week when the children were here, Genevieve, Vivian and Sterling, and it was happy bedlam in the kitchen, honestly, negotiating Brexit would have been easier than negotiating with a 6, a 5 and a 3. It tested every ounce of my diplomatic and negotiating skills. I mean, I never answered back to my parents. Did you answer back?
Nope.
I mean, I wouldn't have dared answer back.
It's because they learn everything.
Come
from
on,
the
Bronco.
internet.
Up you come. Come on. Up you come. Can you make it? Nope. Hang on. Excuse me, everyone. Bronco's feeling left out. Oh, Bronco. All he'll do is make a noise all the way through if he doesn't actually.
If it's his
get it.
tune, it's okay.
It is his.
If it's in tune.
Oh, it's in
okay.
tune. So maybe a lullaby?
A lullaby.
A lullaby. So we thought, I was kind of thinking because I was thinking of the very first time that I saw my niece, born in France, how beautiful she was, and how precious, as every newborn is. But of course, when it's a little newborn in your own family, it's so special. And now that little newborn is 21 and a very accomplished young lady at University of Aberdeen, beautiful pianist, beautiful horse rider, beautiful person. So this is actually a Welsh lullaby, but it just made me think of when you were little and I held you in my arms, and now you're 2.5 feet taller than me. Hush, my dear one, sleep serenely. Now, my lovely, slumber deep. Mother rocks you, humming lowly. Close your eyes now, go to sleep. Angels hover ever nearer, looking on your smiling face. I will hold you close and fold you. Close your eyes now, go to sleep. Lovely darling, I will guide you, keep you from all woe and harm. Slowly, gently, I will rock you, resting sweetly on my arm. May you slumber so softly, dream of visions wondrous fair. I will hold you close and fold you. Close your eyes now, go to sleep. May you slumber so softly, dream of visions wondrous fair. I Close your eyes now, go to sleep. I could have done with singing that last week, every night. It was bedlam at bedtime. You would, I mean, the funny thing about lullabies is, and they're so beautiful, it's the parents and the grandparents who fall asleep. You're rocking and then you're thinking, I could just fall asleep right there on that bed while chaos.
And they're listening to Bohemian Rhapsody or something.
Yes. They're rocking round the clock and they're doing Lion King and, Little Mermaid and goodness knows what. Anyway, that sort of reminded me, it dates back quite a long time. Let me just, I did look up. It's called Suogan, and it was an anonymously written composer in Wales sometime during the 1800s. And the lyrics were first recorded much later by the Welsh folklorist Robert Bryan around 1858-ish. And the title simply translates to lullaby. Suo is lull and can is song. And it was in Steven Spielberg's film 1987 of Empire of the Sun. And it featured a lot in pivotal scenes in the movie. You probably remember it. Charlotte Church had a big hit with it. And of course, she sang it in Welsh, but I don't speak Welsh, so I'm sorry for all our Welsh friends and listeners, but it's a lovely translation. So, moving on, are we going to do Cavatina, do you think? Or are we going to do an upbeat one?
Let's do an upbeat one.
An upbeat one. What are we going to do? How about... Oh, I know. Well, because my sister and I were born in Belfast, not many people know this. My father, Callum Kennedy, wonderful singer. My mother, Anne Gillis, wonderful singer. My uncle Alistair Gillis, wonderful singer, all Mod Gold medalists. Big, strong connection with Belfast. Uncle Alistair studied dentistry there. My father and mother went over to live there for a few years and sang there. And so Kirstine and I were both born in Belfast and have a great affinity with not just the music of Northern Ireland, but going there. So I'm going to put...
And the accent.
And the accent. I can do now. I can speak Northern Irish. I can say now. And I've got great friends over there, Kitty and Morris. Well, loads of great friends, but Kitty and Morris Crawford. If you're watching, they're regular viewers. I hope you are. So will we do this for Kirsty?
Yes.
Yeah, let's do this for Kirsty. And Nanny Linda, she loves this song as well. You can sing this at home. I tell Mama when I go home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. Pulled my hair and stole my comb, that's alright till I go home. She is handsome, she is pretty, she is the belle of Belfast City. She is a courting 1, 2, 3, please will you tell me who is she? Albert Mooney says he loves her, all the boys are fighting for her. Knock at the door and they're ringing the bell, saying, "Oh, my true love, are you well?" Out she comes as white as snow, rings on her fingers, bells on her toes. Old Jenny Murray says she'll die if she doesn't get the lad with the roving eye. I tell Mama when I go home, boys won't leave the girls alone. Pulled my hair and stole my comb, that's alright till I come home. She is handsome, she is pretty, she is the belle of Belfast City. She is a courting 1, 2, 3, please won't you tell me who is she? Let the wind and the rain and the hail blow high, so come travelling through the sky. She's as sweet as apple pie, she'll get her own right by and by. When she gets a lad of her own, she won't tell her ma when she gets home. Let them all come as they will, it's Albert Rooney she loves still. Tell me ma when I go home, boys won't leave the girls alone. Pulled my hair and stole my comb, that's alright till I go home. She is handsome, she is pretty, she is the belle of Belfast City. She is a courting 1, 2, 3, please won't you tell me who is she? She is handsome, she is pretty, she is the belle of Belfast City. She is a Gordon, 1, 2, 3. Please won't you tell me who is she? Yay! I love that song. It's so good, isn't it? I hope you were tapping your feet at home or raising a glass or doing something. I know that many of you have supper at this time and you're in your kitchens. I would just say hi to Catherine Brown. Catherine Brown is watching in sunny Midmar. Oh, it's sunny here too, Catherine and Blair's. And Marjorie Mackay and Jean Thompson and Christy McPhail. Pardon?
In Inverbervie.
In Inverbervie.
Jean Thompson.
Hi, Jean, in Inverbervie. Because Nils lives in Inverbervie. And we've got Neil Strachan in Aberdeen, who's absolutely... He's also made a request, but I didn't have time today to do that one either, Neil. Neil, you're great at sending in requests, but I promise I will do that request another day. Now, I'm going to do a song. Will we do Cavatina?
Yes.
Is that a good idea? Okay.
We'll try anyway.
We'll try. The lovely thing about being inside is, even although we've had quite a sunny day, it's a little chilly out there. And isn't it nice being back in the kitchen?
Yeah, and the sound is much nicer.
Yeah,
Right?
I think so. What do you think? Do you think the sound
It's
is
nicer
much
for us, definitely.
It's nicer for us. And it's just not having the wind and the rain and the snow, never mind in Belfast City. I mean, we've had all weathers in there. So, there's something nice about getting back a little bit of normality.
I agree.
Vaguely. Whatever normal is in this house. Dot is watching. Hello. And Anne Rutherford. Welcome, Anne. And Mary Fenton. Wonderful to have you too, Mary. Fantastic. So, I wonder if you can guess this. It's not really a clue. But in 1969, John Williams, long before a film that made it famous, wrote a piece for the guitar, which he called Cavatina. And it was then recorded by Cleo Lane. She wrote lyrics for it. And, the golfer's back in, just in case you were wondering. Would you like to bang that next door as well?
Has anyone got
He's only interested in who's got his clue. Nobody at the moment. Elizabeth McGilvery is watching and Anne Marsh is watching, but no one so far. The thing is, you come and sit down and give a clue. It goes straight over my head and I don't remember what it was.
All there is to know.
You've told me all there is to know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Virtue's saying
Is anyone saying? Virtue's watching. Hello, Vera. High five from Nico. Hi, Nico. He was here only yesterday. He's adorable, that little Nico.
Yeah.
Hello, Nico. I hope you're tapping your feet with your Uncle Niels. What is uncle in Dutch?
Oom.
Oom.
Yeah, O-O-M.
O-O-M, because as a grandmother in Dutch, I'm Oma, and the children call me Oma Fifi, which I'm very happy with. Oma Fifi, so you're Oom Niels.
Yeah, or Oom. Yeah, Oom.
Grandpa is just Grandpa.
Oh.
You decided not to go for Opa. You're just Grandpa. Grandpa. I'll see if Grandpa's clue has come in yet. No, nobody's getting it. I think
They've all given up.
they haven't given up. They truly they can have a think while we sing this Cavatina song, because it was in The Deer Hunter in 1978 and the instrumental was a top UK hit for John Williams. We did have a run through of this in the kitchen just before we started, and I can reveal exclusively on the kitchen concert that it sent the golfer to sleep. I looked over.
It's that good.
It was that good. He's come back in because he wants another sleep. Okay, will we give it a go? And I would just like to say that this is very much for my niece Santa, who's 21 today, who's now going to say, please stop, Auntie Fifi. You've mentioned me enough now, but you're special. She is beautiful, beautiful to my just to hold. In my dreams she is springtime. Winter is cold. How could I tell her what I so clearly could see? Though I longed for her, I never could be there completely, so I never could be free. Oh, but she is beautiful, knowing now how she cares. I will always remember moments we shared. How could I tell her what I so clearly could see? Though I longed for her, I never could be there completely, so I never could be free. So she is beautiful, beautiful to my eyes from the moment I saw her. The sun filled the skies, for she is beautiful, beautiful, and it's beautiful to be loved. Oh, that's a song, isn't it?
Yeah.
What a tune. What words. Santa, that was for you. Happy, happy 21st. And I remember going into that hospital ward when you were born and looking at how beautiful you were in that little crib. And now, ta-da, towering over me. Sadly, we didn't have time to rehearse any tunes from Young Frankenstein because that's one of her favourite musicals.
We
Santa
will do that.
loves, but we need to. That's another one to add to the Isle of Arran. I mean, this show is always about contrast.
Isn't there one about the Ritz and that?
I think there is one
I
about.
could do the Frankenstein, just
Yeah, well, I think there is.
mumble.
I think there is.
Yeah, something like that.
I don't know if I'm exaggerating when Santa said she's actually seen the show 17 times. I think I gave her a present of going to see it once and didn't quite realise that it was going to be such an I was worried that she wouldn't like it. Well, I couldn't have been more wrong. And I know she's a big fan of Les Mis. She's seen that a lot of times as well. So we'll have to dedicate another whole programme to you when we've got proper time to rehearse and do musicals. But to finish our programme, and let me see if anyone's got the golfer's clue, because he's sitting there waiting. Anyone got the clue? That I can't even remember what the clue was.
The character in George du Maurier's book, Trilby.
Oh, the character the very famous character
Polish character.
in George du Maurier's book.
Polish count.
He was a Polish,
He was a Polish character.
Polish count.
Oh, right. Okay, thank you.
I get that right.
And Rose Stewart, stop laughing right now. I know that you are laughing. And Fiona Campbell, musical show would be lovely, said Fiona. And Moira's watching. Dracula. Is that the answer?
No, that was Mary Shelley.
That was Mary Shelley. Sorry, Brian, it wasn't Dracula. That was Mary Shelley. Count Dracula.
Very famous, very famous.
Thelma saying Count Dracula.
They all say a lot of women should have their own whatever. Do you want the answer?
Hang on. Well, we'll give one more minute to see if anyone else. Well, everyone seems to think it's Count Dracula. They thought that Count was the clue.
No. The famous character in the book Trilby.
The famous character in the book Trilby. He's not naturally diplomatic, the golfer here. He's now getting frustrated that none of you have answered this question quickly, and we're clueless.
Somebody's saying.
Svengali. Ta-da! Shona. Svengali. Well done. Ruby Grant is watching. Well done. Svengali. Fantastic. Well, another good clue, can I say? That was a good one.
Yeah.
That was a good one, and everyone thinks that was very good. Someone is sharing this nonsense that we're performing. Actually, I've never known how to do this, but if you do feel like sharing, Nils Elders and myself, we don't mind being shared. Do you?
Online.
Online? No?
Well, I don't know. I suppose where it ends up.
Oh.
You may share, but not cut or
Oh.
re-edit.
Oh, not re-edit. Okay.
I don't know. Do what you like.
I think just do whatever you like. I don't think anyone can be bothered re-editing. We can't even be bothered editing this. If we can't be bothered, you tell me why anyone out there is going to could give. But do share. Do share. It was really lovely to see so many people shared. And in fact, there were people from the West Coast in the fishing industry. In Malik. Willie John, if you're watching, Willie John sent the golfer a message. I mean, he was in shock that the golfer was now very much part of a Monday evening's entertainment. He's sitting there saying nothing. Hello, Mike. And we're going to finish off with a song that Nils and I wrote. And we're very proud of this song. It's called Fly Lady Fly. We actually recorded it with a superbly talented young fellow called Rory MacDonald. Now, Rory's must be 21 this year. How can that be? How come I'm only 37? No reaction from the golfer. How can they be 21? Could you all start lying about your age, you young people that are reaching 21? It's very inconvenient for older aunties to have to own up to being 37 at least. And Niels is only 22.
Yeah.
Hey-ho.
Does Rory still sing? That's what I'd like to know.
Rory, I'm sure Rory is still singing.
Okay.
I'm sure he is. He's down at school in Guildford. He won a scholarship, and folks, Kay and George in Aviemore, and he sang with us in The Kist, and he sang in Burns Suppers, as we know, and he's a superb, he'll go into the West End and be a West End star. We'll need to get Rory over to our kitchen.
Yeah. We listened to the song today and it's great still.
Yeah. So we could, so
singing.
Rory, apologies, we're stealing your song that we wrote, but we wrote it kind of for you, and it's about an osprey called Lady, and that's where the idea came from, this amazing osprey who was the oldest record-breaking osprey, and she, like all ospreys and like many birds, migrate every year and fly 3,000 miles to the Gambia, 3,000 back. I think it deserves a song.
Yeah. It did.
It did, and it still does. Okay, Niels, let's take it away. Fly, my lady, fly, from the highlands to West Africa. Fly, my lady bird, fly, across the stormy seas. Spread your wings up high, from the highlands to West Africa. Fly, my lady, fly, come home again. the odds ahead of time. Surprise more than she knows, with her courage, strength of mind. Lord only knows how she beats a path to warmer climes. A new beginning awaits her. And young for the summer, young for the summertime. Young for the summer, young for the summertime. Na na na, fly my lady, fly. From the highlands to West Africa, fly my ladybird, fly. Across the stormy sea, spread your wings up high. From the highlands to West Africa, fly my lady, fly. Come home again, come home again to me. This lady's record breaking, she knows the way to hold her ground. A wondrous, gracious girl that the boys just can't turn down. Returning to the place where hope and love and life is found. A new beginning awaits her. And young for the summer, young for the summertime. Young for the summer, young for the summertime. Na na na, fly my lady, fly. From the highlands to West Africa, fly my ladybird, fly. Across the stormy sea, spread your wings up high. From the highlands to West Africa, fly my lady, fly. Come home again, come home again to me. Caledonia, to the desert sand, west coast of Africa, Atlantic Ocean, Loch of the Laos, to the Sahara sands. You'll survive, my lady, spread your wings up high, let me fly. Fly, my lady, fly. From the highlands to West Africa, fly, my ladybird, fly. Across the stormy sea, spread your wings up high. From the highlands to West Africa, fly, my lady, fly. Come home again, come home again to me. Home again to me. Woo!
Just about.
Oh, well, apologies to Rory MacDonald, whose song this is, and he does it so well. And look it up, Fly Lady Fly by Rory MacDonald. And it's just such a fun song, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed Nils Elders
Thank you.
of the Golfer.
Thank you.
We need a second
There's-
camera, don't we?
We do need a second camera. If you could get the complete non-reaction. I mean, he's now waiting for the tennis to come on and me to get off. So thank you so much for joining us all. And there's so many lovely, lovely messages. And I just want to say we'll see you next week, everybody. And have a lovely week. Have a lovely week. Bye for now.
Thank you.